koalas. But before we move on, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you'll know whenever we get another great video. If you didn't notice before, we have a special guest here today. Her name is Nava, and she is a koala. And the reason I brought Nava here today is because I'm going to talk about one of my favorite topics, koalas. And if you want to learn more about koalas and see all my other videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my videos with your friends, family, and everyone you know. Now let's get on with the video. This story starts 25 million years ago when the remains of the koala's ancestors were found and dug up in Australia. And that brings us to where do the koalas actually live? All koalas are found only in Australia. And even though you might have heard koalas called koala bears, koalas are not bears, but marsupials. Do you know what a marsupial means? A marsupial is an animal that has a pouch right here on the tummy where I'm showing you. And in that pouch, their young stays there until they're 6 months old. Newborn koalas are only the size of a tiny jelly bean. And an example of a famous marsupial is the kangaroo. And do you know what koala babies are called? Koala babies are called joeys, just like the kangaroo's babies. And the koala joeys are really small and totally adorable. And what does the koalas look like? Nava's appearance is not exactly what a koala actually looks like, but a koala can have a pink or black nose. Nava has a black one here, as you see. And the nose is actually the most defying part of the koalas because it feels leathery and it's a long oval shape with some bumps at the edges or the front of the nose. And the koalas are covered with beautiful, soft, thick gray fur and some white fur that's even more thicker and softer in the ears right here, as you see. And these koalas used to be hunted because of their fur, and hunters wanted their fur. But there's something really special about koalas. Their paws and back paws. Koalas have almost the same fingerprints as humans. Even though koalas are definitely not humans or not even like humans. And that's really, really fascinating. And the word koala is an Aboriginal word meaning no drink. This perfectly suits the koala because koalas rarely go down their trees to drink. And they usually get most of their water from eucalyptus leaves. And that brings us to our next question. What is eucalyptus? Eucalyptus leaves is a type of leaves that grow off of a eucalyptus tree, mostly known as the gum tree. Koalas are very picky eaters, so they mostly eat eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is very low in protein sometimes, so koalas even go down their trees and eat some dirt. And these eucalyptus trees are very important to the koalas, so it's best not to cut them down because that will mean less koalas in the world. eucalyptus leaves, these leaves are mostly poisonous to other animals, but not the koalas. Koalas can go fine eating eucalyptus leaves. And there are like more than 600 types of eucalyptus trees, and that's a lot of trees for the koalas to choose from. So which type of eucalyptus to eat? And like I said before, koalas are very, very picky. Koalas are not really social animals, so they are rarely found with other koalas, socializing with each other. And koalas sleep 20 hours a day. That's a lot of sleeping. So mostly in their time, they spend their time sleeping or eating. And how do koalas stay cool though? Because in Australia it's very hot. And we sweat because we don't have any fur, and that happens when we play around, run around a lot on a hot day. Sweat cools us down when it dries. But how does it cool down the koala? Because koalas are all covered in fur, and they do not want to waste their water because water is very rare in Australia by panting or licking their fur. Well, koalas hug trees. Yes, I said koalas hug trees. The eucalyptus trees are more cooler than the outside air. Even if the air is really hot, the eucalyptus trees are cooler. So the koalas hug the eucalyptus trees, and that cools them down. That's really interesting to find out how these hot koalas cool down easily. And another big reason why these koalas are endangered is because there was an Australian fire in Australia recently, and this killed a lot of koalas and other wildlife. And if you want to learn more about this Australian fire, you can check out my other video about the Australian fire. And if you were thinking about keeping a koala as a pet, don't. Keeping a koala as a pet is illegal and not allowed. At my school, I'm starting a fundraiser to help save the koalas and lots of other wildlife in Australia because they are seriously hurt in the Australian fire. And if you help too, that would make such a great difference, and it would help the koalas so much more. Well, koalas, they're adorable, cute, fluffy balls of adorableness. And that's why I love koalas so much. Bye! I hope you liked my video.